Hi, welcome to your reading. Let's get into some deep breaths. I already have some affirmations for you. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Relationships. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Patience. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Acceptance. Welcome to Safe Space, you guys. If you are returning, hello again. I miss you guys. And if you are new, welcome to Safe Space. My name is Kimber, and we're going to get into some messages that I have for our chosens. And I got a lot. This is my first chosen reading, so this is interesting, and I love the flow right now. It is beautiful. We are in Leo season. We are about to get into this energy. Some significance here for our chosens, okay? This is a very unique message. A couple of unique messages that I have here. One of them is the art of. I feel like this is you getting so immersed in the present moment, chosen, that everything that you are doing right now in your daily routine, you're looking at it as a practice, like the art of, right? Like this is like the art of organization, the art of making coffee, the art of making your bed in the morning before you do anything, right? This is you getting into the flow and immersing yourself in the moment right now, because you're needing this. You're needing a lot of energy right now, okay? I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. That is your affirmation. Okay, there's some regrets that I'm getting here. Regrets. We're gonna get into that in just a minute. I want to get into these unique messages that I have here, chosens. Apples is also significant to you right now. Apples. We are wired to be curious. That was also a very unique message. Last but not least, our earth signs. You are very significant right now. Okay, we have our Virgo, our Taurus, our Capricorns. You guys are very 2-2-2-2 when I said that, by the way. You guys are very significant right now. There's something very significant about how you are asserting yourself right now. So paying attention to that, okay? I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You guys are scaring people. You're scaring people right now because your energy is so big. Your aura is so big and loud. And I think that's why I felt the need to wear this top, because it's so bright, and I love the color green, and I don't mind it at all. But I have been seeing also the color green lately, so I think that is also very significant for some of you guys. I want to get into today's biblical truth. If you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. One believes with the heart, resulting in righteousness, and one confesses with the mouth, resulting in salvation. That was Romans 10:10. Chosen, let them perceive you, okay? Let's get into this reading, you guys. Let's tap into this energy. I have my coffee also, and I have my water if you guys have some snacks. Do it. Okay. There's something about the way that you are moving right now, chosens, and you are scaring people. Let them perceive you. You are very big right now. You're huge. You're a giant right now, okay? So how you are with your energy, I think you're kind of have to like adjust yourself, okay, around people right now, so that you're not so bright, you're not standing out, and you also don't want attention here, okay? I'm following the rhythm here. Let them think whatever they want. Let them perceive you. Let them is what I got here, okay? I'm also getting know you, chosen, know you so well. Dismantle, okay? Remember this journey you've been on, okay? I attract a steady flow of abundance. I'm also using the Star Temple Oracle. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck. Okay. Remember your truth. This is what you have been being tested on, chosen, okay? Your truth and how you are asserting yourself and representing your truth and where you are with your truth, okay? This is essential. I attract a steady flow of abundance. Remember your truth. You have been holding on to this. Continue being that. Do not lose it for anyone. You have been on this steady flow. When you are in the room, you give people the balance. You make people feel at home. You make people feel welcome. You have such open arms, and you give off a very humble energy. For some of you, I'm talking to you, chosen. I chart the star signs and symbols to craft magic. I feel like some people may find you so attractive that they can't even fathom how you are holding it all together, chosen. I'm following the rhythm here. There's something about expression, okay? I have some notes that I have written down here. You are worth more than what this place can offer, chosens. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. You are stepping into entrepreneurship and really wanting to be your own boss. And you're really trying to make this happen for you. I think the part where you feel like you're getting bogged down about certain things, and sometimes even like the simplest things, the smallest things, you're wanting to be around, maybe best to keep yourself around like elderly, old people, somebody who is more experienced than you, chosen. I feel like you need to be around teachers. You need to be around professors. You need to be around people who's going to acknowledge the knowledge that you have gained and have picked up on your own. Like, you need to be around people who's going to acknowledge you. I feel like that's very important. Out of the darkness into the light. Okay. You need to be around people who are like, who's got that like ancient wisdom, like they hold that ancient wisdom. Encounter things. Okay. You will go places and encounter things, amazing things, like how you are interacting with people. Okay. People who is going to also add to the value that you have been holding for yourself and staying true. I feel like for our chosens, like this is a given. This is also really tough on us because we hold on to truth so much, and that's what people scares us. But the truth that we hold is also to be of service to the people around us. I don't think some of us are very self-aware of having to hold on to that truth. And I think that's what makes a chosen so strong, like a warrior, because they keep adding value to themselves, and that's what makes them durable and strong, dependable, reliable, right? This is a value that some may ignore. Okay, we live in a very superficial world, right? So a chosen's energy is very pure and of kindness and compassion. It is very important for our chosens to be around people who's going to appreciate them and hear them and see them on a deeper level and on a deeper sense. Okay. Thank you. We have been tested on our capabilities, chosen. Okay. And what I mean by this is that to stand alone, to fight for yourself, I think that's the hardest part for us, is that that's how we become our own teacher. Chosens, I'm speaking to somebody here when I say this, that when you have spent so much time alone and you are starting to enjoy this, like this is something that you do, this is something that you have to do. So in times when we are having to stand alone and having to do it on our own, this is where our capabilities is being tested. How you assert yourself, okay, with honor and integrity, and you going about it not wanting to harm anybody, 10, is, number 10 is significant. And times when you are in introspection, this is where you are being tested on your capabilities, okay? In your own time of solitude, chosens, you love your solitude, you need your solitude. It's something that you crave. Patience in self. This is where you go in and you practice the patience in self. Let me get into some cards here. Oh, that's not it, sorry. Fighting for yourself with honor and integrity. The capabilities here, I feel like this is taking me back to like how the world sees you, chosens, okay? And hear me when I say that. How people see you, like you are a giant. You're scaring them in Leo season. Let me take a sip of my coffee. That is so good. You know when you just like make that right, like your coffee is so good. Like, how do I make this again? But you can't make it again. Like today is the day that you make it, and you're never gonna make it like that again. Like it's good, man. That is so good. Okay. You're scaring people. You kind of have to go in and create a space for yourself where you can use all of that energy that you're carrying with you. Okay, heavy emphasis on our smokers here, our stoners here. Heavy emphasis on you guys. You're creating. You find yourself to be more in flow. Now, weed is medicine, right? So for some of you, how your body's reacting to weed at this time, it is amplified. It is amplified, but there's a balance. Like you're not in manic, but you're also not very low. You're keeping that balance for you, and then you're keeping the balance for us. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. This is where you're also being tested on your self-control, chosen. I feel like this point is a big deal. So hear me when I say this, because this is coming up. And it also came up earlier, and it just came up right now again. Keeping quiet in times when others would bully, ridicule, and keeping us down and shutting us out, your silence speaks. And I am reminded to tell us chosens that you don't have to speak and you don't have to talk if you don't want to. Your silence, I'm holding a stone here. Your silence is important to you right now. I think your silence is essential to you. So when you don't feel like speaking and you hear people speaking around you, you don't have to choose to speak. Okay, I feel like that is very, very significant. You are very much appreciating your silence right now. That is coming up very strong, and I feel like I may be talking to very specific chosens here when I say that, okay? Because you may be in a circumstance or situation where silence is key. And I say that for you to define, because I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I feel like you do. Okay. We are chosens tested on our ability to change and evolve, adapt to people, places, and circumstances. And then this is where chosens are like, okay, ooh, I like that. Practicing humility. Ooh, which leads me to our strength being tested also at this time. Humility. I like that. I think in solitude, that's what you gain. Patience in yourself. The ugly, the endurance, the lonely, the pain, and handling your pain. I feel like this integrates in your solitude, in your time of being quiet, right? I like that. I like that. Thank you. Approach life humbly. And I feel like you being in the energy of like being more at peace. Like there, you feel a lot of like justice, okay? And I feel like that is the balance that you're holding, the energy that you're holding, that you're bringing to people, and that's why you're scaring people. You are extremely humble. No one is better than another. Keep your ego in check. Humility is the practice of being simple and valuing simple things. Through practice, are you able to release fear? And our chosens are very big on healing our shadow. This is how you come off to people as somebody who is so resilient. Radiance, just like this card. This is where you are tested on your strength, chosens. Okay. I hope that you guys can hear me well. Like, I don't know if you are able to hear me, but this is the tone that they wanted me to do it in, okay? Like, kind of up close and personal, chosens. I feel like you need community. Community. Okay. Let's get some more cards here. 1 second. Something also very significant and unique about massages right now. Getting a massage, okay. Decompressing. Also herbal oils, okay. Herbal oils, that is also significant. Pure energy, intentional, okay. Dedication to prayer, the word of the Lord, okay. Ooh, a lot of cards came out. I'm just gonna keep shuffling here. I just want to make sure that I get all of the notes. Okay, I've been also trying to keep my pace at a steady pace. I feel like these messages are coming to me very strongly, but I'm also like welcoming it, you know, doing the necessary healing and releasing. Okay, heavy emphasis on releasing, because through releasing, that's when I'm able to really receive these messages clearly. And that's what's important to me. Like, I have to write these down. Like, so much have been, and I've been also trying to take my time and following this rhythm as well. I never want to get into a reading where I feel like I have to force it. You know, it's just like, this is the energy I'm getting in this very moment. This is how Spirit wanted me to set this up. I also feel like the tone of things is very important. It's very powerful right now. Okay, chosens, the tone of your voice. I feel the need to say that. The tone of your voice. Okay, I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Also, what I'm getting here is exercises, neck exercises. I was getting that earlier when I was having my moment of stretching. I got open your throat chakra and doing exercises to open wide your throat chakra. That is very significant expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. I kind of want to read to you guys the aquamarine star. I kind of want to read what it says on the little notebook that comes with it. Let me see. This is the Star Temple Oracle deck. Okay. And then I have this card. We're going to look into that. I want to read what it says. The aquamarine star. Wow. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Fluent, fluid, flowing. That is very significant. The tone of the tone of your voice. Okay. The way you express words. I'm getting you're very slick. You're very slick. The fluidity, okay, the fluent, the flow of how you use your words, and in that flow, okay? And in the tone of voice that you're saying it in, you may also be triggering shadows right now. Chosen, I just want to say that. I feel like that's very significant too. Your expression is very loud. And what I mean by loud, and it screams just like my top. It screams, like it's like very subtle, but it screams, it has volumes. Like you may not be the one, and I'm talking to somebody here when I say that, you may not be the one who speaks very loudly with a very high pitched voice. Like you have a very subtle, soft, gentle voice, but the words that you choose is very powerful, and that's what makes your expression so big and loud, and it screams, okay? The serene energy of aquamarine makes it the ultimate crystal companion for peace and well-being. There's a feeling of peace in the tone of your voice, okay? The color blue is very significant. When combined with throat chakra, this crystal promotes verbal self-expression, enhances spiritual communication, and clears communication blocks. I just painted my nails blue, and I just said blue. This is, remember, chosens, that you are significant, okay? The aquamarine stars inspires you to express your intuitive insights with compassion and confidence. Heavy emphasis on compassion. Okay, how do you pronounce? And okay, this is encouraging you to share your helpful wisdom with conviction and poise. There's a certainty in the way that you speak, okay? Fear often prevents fluent expression and blocks it. That's right. And transparency, focus on service and love, not fear. I just said fear. When you speak your innate truth, others will listen. And I feel like that's the resonance and the vibration that you're bringing and wherever you are. Like you maybe want to step into a room. Okay, I'm talking to somebody here when I say this. Hear me when I say this, that you may be one walking into the room right now, and people are kind of looking at you like different. 2222 on the timestamp when I said that. They're looking at you different. They may be uncomfortable being around you. The humbleness that somebody carries. Collective, hear me when I say that. The humbleness that somebody carries. Okay, spirit speak. That scares people. People don't actually think that we can be that humble in the world that we live in. But when you carry such humbleness, chosens, you scare people. For real. You guys, just wait a second. I gotta open the door for my dog. Wait. Sorry. Your expression right now, there's something about your voice, there's something about the tone of your voice when you speak. There's resonance. Not only that, but there's resonance and there's resilience. Okay, just saying. Our chosens was chosen for a reason. Whatever task that is being asked of you to take on, that is the task that you take on, and you do it well with honor and integrity. This is where your capabilities are being tested, chosens. Coming back to what I was saying about you being tested on your capabilities to stand alone. What does that even mean for our chosens? Number 11 could be very significant. Also, spiders is very significant. Okay. To be standing alone. Because in the way that you express, chosens, it doesn't seem very normal to people. I chart the star signs and symbols to craft magic. Like if you ever notice yourself speaking to somebody, next time you speak to somebody and you have a conversation with somebody, observe yourself. Like be self-aware of yourself and how you're interacting. Like watch your body language too when you speak to people, because it's not normal. Like to people, it's not normal. They don't see this language as normal. Okay, I feel the need to put attention on that. Okay. We have been, wow, feeling a lot of this fear of oneself. What do you call this? Imposter syndrome. We're getting a lot of that. Okay. And times when you are self-reflecting, you go in and it gets deep. Okay. This is the part that people see that they may not be aware of, because our chosen's task, assignment here, okay, is to assert yourself with honor and integrity. Dang. There's a reason for that, chosen. Okay. The more willing you are to rise up. Okay. The more willing you are, okay. The more you rise up. Okay. Self-control. Now, for some of us, we are needing people to communicate with. For our women, it is sisterhood. For our men, this is, you know, a therapist, a counselor, somebody who can help you bring the expressions out. Coming back to what I was saying about this card. And opening up your throat chakra. Practice on opening up your throat chakra and speaking to a therapist. Speaking to, I'm hearing that some of you guys don't like therapy. Like, you guys don't like to go to therapy. You don't like to go to doctors. Like, everything that you are healing for yourself, like, you want to do it all in natural healing, which is great. I love that. I have unlimited access to divine mind, infinite. That makes sense. Like, you want to, our chosens love to get into deep when it comes. We love to get into the depths of people and their shadow, because this is the task that we are asked to take on, is to help understand the shadow. That's crazy. And I feel like people don't take this lightly. You're a very different chosen, and how you move in life is also very different. So that is also the part that you sometimes finding yourself to adjust yourself so you're not too bright and you're not standing out so much, just like my top. Okay, so I feel like it is our time to, like, really assert ourselves, but not having to be so big, if you will. With an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture, the visionary. I'm getting that you are I'm getting prophecy. I'm also getting that prophetess, okay, prophecy. But I'm also getting, like, you're very psychic. I do believe that has a lot to do with consciousness, and a lot of it, like consciousness and being really self-aware, being really awake. Exactly. Okay. That comes down to also having pure, cleansed energy, like you practicing on cleansing your energy. You are also asked, we are also asked, the chosens, to have clean, pure energy. Okay. I think this is also the time where, when you go in solitude and you're with yourself, the feelings of loneliness, out of the darkness into the light. The feelings of loneliness, you always bounce back, but even better, like 10 times better. It's funny because I just recently seen a shooting star, you guys. And I'm so glad that I'm bringing that up in your reading. I had seen a shooting star. It was like a glimpse. Like, it was so quick too. Number 22 could be very significant for some of you. You always bounce back better, like 10 times better. Chosen, like when I say you need solitude, you need time for yourself and space for yourself, it is that you are only really trying to come out of a situation or something that has taken you all the way down and bounce back to that with even more strength. It is what it is. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, courage. I'm getting like you may not be the one to be finding rest at this time. You feel like things are being thrown at you. Number 13 is significant here. You feel like something is being thrown at you, and like a challenge is always being thrown at you. Like you can't catch a break. Number 22 is significant, and I think I already said that. You can't catch a break. I feel like you're kind of having to step back a little. I am a divine child of the universe. Number 22. Starseed. Oh, you guys, I feel you so much. These messages came to me in different times. Although this note, my notes here that I had written down, this all came to me at once, okay? I think I remember smoking that time, but I feel like the way that it put me in, like the order that it put me in, it told me to wait. And let me tell you that waiting to do this reading is the best way to do it. Like, just like everything else, right? Like, anything that is of value, like we are to wait, we are to be patient, and to also be very kind with ourselves, right? Our chosens have been fighting for their honor and integrity. So their silence is going to speak. Their silence is going to speak very loudly. Being it Leo season, our heart chakra is also radiating like to the max. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Also, I feel like you've gained a lot from mistakes, and you have gained a lot in your journey of forgiving yourself and knowing that for yourself. 3-3 on the timestamp. Ooh, that just came up very heavily right now. Ooh, okay. It may just get really deep. Number 44 also is significant. It may just get really deep, this reading, chosen. So I feel the need to say that ahead of time, okay? Because I feel like it's going to go into depth here. And I want to get into it more because this was urgent also. These messages were urgent, okay? And that's why I've been trying to get to it, but Spirit also wanted me to go in the order that he wanted me to do it in, okay? So this energy is so beautiful, by the way. So thank you for this pure energy. It is very big. It is very loud, and you just scream. You just scream. Our silence, chosen. Hear me when I say this. I'm gonna drink my coffee real quick. 1 second. Your silence speaks. You don't have to speak if you don't want to. We are in an era where silence should be normalized. It is so tough for some of us to express in a place where we have been repressed. We cannot find the words, we cannot find the resonance, we cannot find even the right people. Okay. I feel like this is where I say to be careful around energies. Okay. I'm getting like our chosens can easily get bogged down. Our chosens can easily get put down and let down. Just by the simple fact that someone else is not honoring themselves, respecting themselves, not having compassion and kindness to themselves. That is what triggers our chosens, because our chosens is here to help bring light in everyone. And so when we see somebody who is in pain, and when we see somebody who is struggling with their patterns, whatever that may be, that's where you step in. I feel like that's where you're placed. Do you know what I mean by that? You are being brought to a certain somebody. You're being led to help somebody. Chosen, hear me when I say this, that only you are able to understand this when I say this, that when he asks you to be brought to somebody, you help them without them knowing that you are helping them. You're a starseed. Starseeds are here to set a certain tone, because we are the ones who are willing to change, even change in people. We bring change in people, and we bring balance in people. You are a starseed. I am a divine child of the universe. Perhaps for some of us chosens, you are a natural healer. You were brought here to help the sick, right? To heal. You are a natural healer. You are here to heal. And even in your presence, chosen, you help bring that to us all and giving us that energy. You were meant to take on this task. Okay, our chosens are to listen in so attentively to the voices. Okay, it's a higher calling. It's a higher calling. Sometimes, I'm getting like, sometimes we even get to like a period of psychosis. It's a very strong and profound message. Thank you, Spirit. We sometimes at first get into the mind of psychosis, because it's like we don't know how to even fathom and be in a higher frequency. When you are so willing to take on this higher calling, for our chosens, it's almost like to people, it's impossible. So they look at you like you're crazy for even wanting to chase after this. You're crazy for even helping people in this way. We live in such a weird world, right? Where how we treat each other is being mistaken by somebody's vulnerability being mistaken for kindness. I heard this on a podcast, and I think it was on Jay Shetty's On Purpose podcast, and he had mentioned something. The person that he was interviewing, he mentioned that we get taken for granted for our kindness, right? Our kindness is to be taken as strength, not as weakness. But to be around people who's going to appreciate your kindness and not being so much around people who is going to just take it as weakness, and then every communication you have with them is like not aligned. Higher calling. It is like having a conversation with one who has the same hunger as you. You have within you all the courage you need with confidence. I love that bright yellow in the middle of you exuding that. And that's what is radiating from, that's radiating from within. That's the self-reflection, the practice. And also what comes with this higher calling, chosen, is discipline. You have been in discipline. Okay. And I feel like this part may feel sensitive. I feel like this is what I'm getting, like you're getting sensitive just by hearing about it, because in the discipline that you've been on, this is what has also been very tough for you. Collective. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Ooh, heavy emphasis on your tribe. I love that. I feel like this is taking you. Okay. When it comes to, I love where this is going. When it comes to your career, when it comes to networking, when it comes to also your community. Okay. Where it's aligning you, where you're going. Chosen, I'm getting this energy. It's like bright. I love it. It's comfortable. It's it is just exactly what I just said about being around people who isn't going to take your kindness for weakness, but seeing your kindness is powerful. Heavy emphasis on Leo season. We are in Leo season. Okay. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. It's the people who is going to take your kindness as like power. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. Ooh. You are in control. You are able to also pinpoint at this time. Using your discernment. I feel like you've been really heavy on your discernment, chosen. I feel also I'm talking to somebody specific here when I say that. That's a big message right now. That when it comes to your healing, you are also seeing people the same way. Okay. That's very intuitive. That's very psychic. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Perhaps maybe for our chosens, we like to see things in a different light. It's a given, like we have to see things in a different light. So when we have time to be with ourselves and understanding our independence, however that may look like to you and however you are doing that in your life, how we navigate, I'm hearing east, west, north, south, how we are asserting ourselves and moving through life independently. That came with a lot of healing. 44, number 44 is significant. It came with a lot of discipline. Practicing. Self-compassion. It is so hard for our chosens to be out here, showering people with so much kindness and compassion, that part is being perceived and misinterpreted, right? We live in such a dark world that people are taking our kindness for weakness. 4444 when I said that. It is so misinterpreted. that we really cannot be that happy. We really cannot be that joyful and that peaceful. We just keep evolving and regenerating. You have such pure energy, chosen, and you carry that energy with you for a reason. Okay, with an intuitive perspective, I see the bigger picture. You are a psychic. I'm speaking to a psychic. You also read cards yourself. You read palms as well. You do carry a healing energy. I'm speaking to a teacher. I'm speaking to somebody who is taking on a lead role. Okay, whether that be you working your own business, starting your own business. Okay, this is where the independent card is coming through. So somebody here who is creating something and then turning that into work. Okay, this is where you are being tested on your independence, chosen. I'm hearing great responsibilities, quest, the huntress. Okay, heavy emphasis on feminine energy. You might want to stick around people who's going to continue on supporting the path that you are on. Chosen, that's the best thing that we can do for ourselves right now. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. I'm getting muscle aches, muscle pains. Let's get a comfort card for that one. Thank you guys for being so patient with me throughout this reading. I appreciate you so much. If you also would like to get a personal reading, all of my information will be down in the description box below. Okay. All of my information will be there. Also, I have been reading you guys' comments, and you guys are so funny. You guys are also very informative. I love that you are sharing your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions. And I appreciate you guys for making it nice and kind and not like scary and shit. Thank you. Number eight also has been coming up a lot for me. And my walks, I also have been seeing a lot of signs. So signs is very significant for some of you. 888. We are also about to step into 88 portal. Okay. This is heavy energy. You're rising out of the darkness into the light. You're rising. You're even more awake, chosen. Remember when I said that you're scaring people? You're scaring people. But it is also to like wake us up with an intuitive perspective and see the bigger picture. Like we have to, at this point, release. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders because we need to be in a higher frequency. And chosen, you are 10 steps ahead and preparing this for you and for us. Just saying. Spirit speaks to you in this way, and they bring you things ahead of time. Our chosens are the ones who see much of what the future can hold. Okay, as this lion looks from a distance. Ooh, Leo season. This is what it's reminding me of. It's beautiful. Okay. You are a messenger, chosens. You have also been having very interesting conversations with strangers. I just want to put that out there. You're helping people rise. You bring such light. And through the practice that you are doing for yourself, like the practice of self-compassion and being kind, that's really showing, and that's vibrating in a higher frequency. And you're coming across strangers who are also really appreciating your kindness. And this is what I mean by being around people who appreciates your kindness, and not so much like aggressiveness. Release fear. Stop inventing scary stories about the future. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. This is what makes you so powerful to the rest. Strong in love, heavy with power, chosens, that you stay in the here and now. 50-50 when I said that. And you do affirm to yourself. Okay. And you do a lot of self-reflection. That is something that you have to do. That is something that you have to affirm to yourself every single day. You have a mighty heart, chosen. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Creativity is very important to you right now. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Your crown chakra is popping. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, for some of you, I'm speaking to somebody who is in weight. You're in weight. Whatever that means, that is significant, okay? Your crown chakra is popping. And we appreciate that. Thank you. Because you help bring different perspectives in this world. And we know that. Our chosens are ones who play with their imagination. I feel like that's also a given. Because you do such great work that you need. I'm getting that in having to do such big work like that, and helping others, and having that gift of being a healer. You can't help but to be in fantasy. Take that as it resonates, chosens. You can't help but to be in fantasy. So maybe that's where fear is coming from. You get creative so much that you scare yourself. You are not of this world. You are in this world, but you are not of this world. That's what I'm getting. I also heard that just recently, so that is significant. Chosen? Okay. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Hasn't it been the very thing, the tool? I feel like this is where you don't want to people please, but you have no choice. Others just don't have the self-control, is what I'm saying here, okay? So it's like they can't help but blame you for being so great and big and like a giant. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Others just don't have the responsibility for their own self-control, so they project it onto you. It's like you have this really love-hate relationship with humans, chosens, because you can't decide whether or not you want to people please or no. Because when you are there, chosen, and you are being nice, your kindness is being mistaken for weakness. So when you are nice, it's like, well, people take me for granted anyway. So then you go into this mindset of like, do I want to be around this person or not? It's showing people also how to be more for yourself, like having more self-respect. Does that make sense? I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path, using your discernment. You're not here to harm people, chosens. but they see you as a threat, like a big one. You have such a big imagination that it scares people. How do you go into depth with that? How do you go into depth with that? It's like people are looking at you like you're impossible. You've given yourself some space. That's why. You've given yourself some time to reflect. That's why. And reflecting, there's depth. And this is what scares people out there, because not a lot of us reflect. Chosens reflect, and we have to reflect. Okay. We are to reflect. We are to know our inner world, to better understand our outer world and what that even looks like for all of us. And you were here, asked to be here to bring that bigger perspective to people. 5-5 when I said that. Alignment is also very significant for our chosens. Let's get another comfort card before we wrap this up. And thank you guys for this energy. And again, thank you for being patient with me. This is the setup that Spirit wanted me to do it in. So, and this is actually really beautiful. I love this setting. Ooh, that's too many cards actually. Ooh, I like that. Enjoy the tranquility of water. I'm reminded to also tell you guys to hydrate. There's also something very significant about water signs. We have our Scorpio, Pisces, and oh my gosh, why am I not remembering this? Cancer. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. To remove stress, immerse yourself in a soothing bath, walk near a body of water, or gently splash water on your face. I feel the need to share that when I get home, the first thing I do is wash my face, just with water, like splash water on my face and wash my hands. So that's a good practice, okay? That is something that I feel the need to suggest here, is that is good practice. When you get home from work, or when you get home from like being out, when you get home, to splash water on your face, to wash your face and to wash your hands. Okay, that is significant. I love you guys so much. Thank you for this energy. I'm sending you support. Personals, you know what to do. All my information will be down in the description box below. Leo season is helping us understand things in a deeper way, with grace, with a lot of grace. Okay, and I feel like this is where enjoy the tranquility of water. Anytime you are hydrating yourself, like anytime you are drinking water, anytime you're by a water, anytime you're washing your face, washing your hands, anytime you're taking a shower, and even like taking a bath and enjoying the bath by lighting up candles and putting rose petals in the tub, you know, herbal oils. And this is what I mean, going back to what I was saying in the beginning of this reading, essential oils is very important. Moisturizing, hydrating your skin is also very important. And that is also a reminder for myself. Immerse yourself in a soothing bath. Even when you are, you know, when you find like a fountain, just the sound of the water. Okay, I feel like this is where it's taking me, to enjoy that rhythm, the sound of the water. Get into the flow of the water. I'm also getting fire and water combined. Okay, I'm getting passion. Anything else here that I'm missing out? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'm sending you so much love and support. I miss you guys. See you in the next. Bye.